What hobbies instantly make someone more attractive to you? For me, any hobby can make a man more attractive. If he's enthusiastic about it, I once went on a date with a guy who does scuba diving, and he went on and on about the different types of tropical fish and other shallow water sea creatures. He talked about their behaviors, which species were invasive, which species were great to eat, and went especially in on Hawaii's state fish, the reef triggerfish, also called humuhumunukunukwapua. He was so interesting. I wonder what he's up to now. Cooking. Not for the whole make me a sandwich woman thing, but because I love someone who loves making wonderful things that I can so directly praise them for. Art is another one, but I can't eat most art. A man cooking for me makes me weak. I can't lie. Back in med school, there was a girl I was really into. We had been hanging out for a while, but I was essentially stuck in the friend zone. One day, in an attempt to swoon her, I called her favorite restaurant from a different city that she had mentioned many times and asked how they made a certain dish that she had also mentioned many times. From looking at pics online of it and with the knowledge they gave me over the phone, I was able to recreate it for her on a bad day as a surprise, and that sealed the deal, so to speak. She later told me that gesture alone was what changed her view of me, led to a 3-year relationship and many more meals cooked. Writing. If they can string together sentences that jump out of the page, or if they just have a particular way with words, I find that really attractive. It was a dark and stormy gazpacho. Cheryl sauntered boobily. I like guys who are really into learning about the sciences. If you can teach me about astronomy, archaeology, biology, anthropology, etc., you will become much more attractive to me. You're like a hot teacher, and I am down for that. Interest in philosophy, or just curious about things in general. To have existential discussions. I love this. I don't know about you, but I get so tired of the blank stares I get back when I try to talk to guys. Most people, actually. About anything that isn't superficial crap. It's nice when I find one like you speak of. Helps me work through my understanding of some things, like human nature. There needs to be a healthy sense of humor too, though. So many hobbies can make a woman more attractive to me. If she's into baking, playing guitar, hiking, camping, biking, running, day trading, she isn't afraid to travel, watches anime, plays board games and card games, stays in shape by staying active and eating well more often than not, likes snowboarding or skiing, surfing, basketball, football, golf, tennis, volleyball, gymnastics, dance. If she is a DJ, that's also pretty cool. Photography, video editing, coding, stand-up comedy, crafting, especially with a sewing machine. That tells me you have patience and are willing to work on something long-term. About it also means we're going to have a million threads all around the house in the middle of a project. And so much fabric, many spools of threads, /tools, etc. Source. Am in the middle of making a dress, and there are tiny black threads everywhere. Why do I have 150 spools of thread? I have a pot big enough to sit in just to dye fabric, and probably like 15 measuring tapes. Pins. Everywhere. Don't walk on the carpet barefoot when I'm sewing. A man once tried to get flowers delivered to me and found out he couldn't because I live in a rural area in the middle of nowhere. So he learned to make intricate origami flowers, sprayed them with perfume, boxed them up, and sent them. The originality, time, and effort he put in really got my attention, and we were together for over a year. Stellar human, and taught me, before it was all over the interwebs, the meaning of, if he wanted to, he would. There's a guy I've known through work for over a decade. He's a good-looking guy, but I'd never found him attractive. Started working with him closely earlier this year and discovered he loves cooking, is a long-distance runner and cyclist, and recently took evening classes in woodworking to make his own bench. So yeah, those things. Anything creative. Gardening, woodworking, sculpting, beading, whatever. I also love when people have weird or specific hobbies that I would have never even considered existing. I think just the idea of anyone doing something they enjoy, that isn't harmful, is attractive. Hacking. No, I am serious. Both digital and IRL. Someone whose priorities are learn how everything works. Try to understand as many things as possible to as high of a degree as possible. Learn to break it and fix it. Be super hyped up and excited about learning something new or solving a tough challenge. Be able to use this knowledge against an adversary to unearth their deepest secrets. I've met a girl like that once, and she was the most interesting person I have ever talked to. Spent hours talking to her about the best plan to exploit social engineering or honeypots against a hostile nation-state. Gamers. If you play the same games as me, League of Legends, Valorant, Counter-Strike, or nice chill games like Stardew Valley or Raft, I'll gladly spend an evening playing games with that person, especially considering I was already going to play games. I don't find any hobby more attractive than another per se. I do find someone who likes to DIY home stuff more attractive, but that's because I've been in a relationship with someone who hated it, so it all fell on me. Having a partner to do it with you is so much better. But the reason I fell in love with my husband is because he felt like a whole person. Very few people have hobbies they actively pursue. He has so many, and he inspired me to seek out my own. I never had any before him, and I hated it. Now I have a ton, and it was watching him and being inspired by him that changed my life for the better. If they're passionate, I'm going to be dragged by them. I mean, it's like, we become best buddies. I didn't start following F1 races until I saw a friend of mine answer all my questions with the palpable fire of passion. If I was on my own, I couldn't care less. But it's been a year or so that I have Tsunoda in my heart. I don't know, it's more entertaining to know what he will do, rather than, oh look, Verstappen is first again. This to say, if you have the burning fire of passion, it is going to be attractive, but quite literally. I'm going to want to know more no matter what. Any of the following gives a woman an advantage to me right away. Plays a musical instrument. The reason is that both of us are musically inclined, and it would be fun to play and explore music together. Maybe we can be a duo. Plays video games, not just casual phone games like Bejeweled or some garden game, but actual AAA or indie type of games on consoles or PC. Action, RPG, FPS, strategy, horror, simulation, sports. We can play together or watch each other play games for fun. Watches anime or reads manga, or enjoys foreign movies either with subtitles or dub. There are lots of foreign shows that are very interesting and entertaining, so it would be great to spend time together enjoying those. Buys toys or dolls and can appreciate the fun in posing them around, taking pictures or making videos with them, or playing with them. I love toys, and they've advanced so much, they're incomparable to toys from before the year 2000. Someone who can have fun with them has great imagination, so that makes her mind really quite attractive. Trains in some kind of weapon handling or combat sport. This tells me that the lady knows the value of life. Protect herself, protect others, because she knows how easily it can be taken away. In short, she is someone you can trust in a life or death situation. Reads about science, logic, philosophy, and other intellectual subject matters. Smart women are very attractive because they will be able to make rational decisions and not fall prey to trickery and emotional manipulation. They will be able to help in making important decisions, because as a couple, there will be many times when the two of you will have to decide on hard things, and being overly emotional won't help at all. For me, someone who is passionate about hiking and exploring the outdoors instantly becomes more attractive. There's something about a person who loves to be active and adventurous that just draws me in. Plus, it's a great way to bond and create lasting memories together. Thank you for watching this video. Write your comments and don't forget to subscribe.